This is the Fair Weather Fan Podcast. I'm your boy EC22. Yo, I got my boy Max on with me again. What's up, Max?
What's going on, man?
Hey, man, you know what it is, man. We're here for the sports, man. So let's just dive right on into it, man. We're going to start out with the NBA, man. Crazy. My boy Steph Curry dropped 50 and 10. You hear about that, right?
Yeah, I did. It's crazy because it's so early in the season, man.
I know, man. You know, when this season first started, I personally wrote off Golden State. I didn't think there was going to be a team that was going to I knew they'd probably make the playoffs around about the maybe 7 or 8 spot or even the play-in if they do that again this year, especially with Clay not starting. But, man, they're being coached up the right way, and they're actually out there balling out of control, man. So, I mean, Steph Curry, obviously, this is going to be the year he's going to break the record. He's going to break Ray Allen's all-time three-pointer record. It's going to be this year. I can't wait. My boy's really balling out of control. If you stay healthy, man, a lot of the analysts predict him to win the whole thing all over, man. Win the whole thing. What do you think?
I don't know, but so far, MVP candidate right off the back, LeBron James is looking human. No one else is really stepping up. Like honestly, past years, LeBron has looked dominant. But this year, it looks more like he's fallen off a lot, and he looks more human as opposed to that elite level where you had everyone at the top of their game, and now he's like slowly deteriorating to that lower level, that low tier level. I don't know if it's his age or he got too used to having all these people around him helping him out. I don't know what it is.
Man, you hit the nail on the coffin, man. I think a lot of it has to do with, I was thinking about this early, and it's like LeBron James, he always talks about his IQ, and the players that play with me always talk about his IQ. And I get it. He has good IQ on the court, but he don't have a good team IQ. He's never had a team IQ. The reason why I say that because you can't have a team IQ when you're a player. Coaches coach, players play, coaches coach. And you have to have a good coach and good GM to, when you get players in, to know are they going to be a good fit for your system. Obviously, LeBron James got a lot of pull in the front office. He always eventually get, if not all the guys, but some of the guys that he vouched for. But at the end of the day, no system has worked completely, because even though he may want these players on his team, coaches got a coach and GM's got a GM, he got 5 Hall of Famers on that squad, bro. And that was another time. I mean, you could look Steph Curry with just Steph Curry. You got Andrew Wiggins. You got Jordan Poole who's doing his thing. Of course, Draymond being a good factor over there. But without Clay, they're the number 1 team in the whole league. And the Lakers got the most dominant squad, but can't seem to get it done. But it is what it is. That's what makes this thing fun to watch. Now, the other day, I don't know if you saw the big, I don't even want to call it a fight. I call it, I don't know.
A tussle, I guess.
It was weird. If y'all don't know, our reigning MVP, Nikola Jokic, we call him the Joker, got into it with one of the twins, Marquise Morris of the Morris brothers. And then Jimmy Butler jumped in on that. It's crazy because you got Marquise Morris. Obviously, I don't know what was going on with him. Maybe he felt like Joker was dominant, but it was a situation right after Bam Adebayo was under the basket trying to get a shot off, and Joker was there playing good D, blocked his shot, and all of a sudden Marquise Morris just, as he was coming up court, threw his little shoulder into him and pushed Joker, and then Joker retaliated, laid Morris out on the court for at least about 5 minutes. Just, I don't know if he popped his whip flash or whatever. And then Jimmy Butler, of course, was obviously upset. He was on the sideline just instigating, talking about him, come on over here, I'm gonna whoop your A, and come to the locker room. Just basic, classic, tough guy stuff. And it's just for guys who haven't seen it. I love the way Shaq and Charles said it best. You don't push somebody or hit somebody or get in somebody's face and turn your back. And that's what Morris did. He kind of shoved the Joker, and the Joker turned around. He shoved him and turned his back. And then the Joker got the best of that situation. Not that we condone violence for the kids out there, walk away. But at the end of the day, man, Joker got suspended for 1 game. Butler got suspended. We got fined $30,000, and Marquise got fined $50,000. That's a lot of money for these guys to go out there and fight and to just give up over some nonsense.
And so early in the season too.
Yeah, I don't know what these. I mean, let me ask you, a man, what would you would have done in the situation? If a guy came and just shoved you. I mean, I know what I would do. I probably would have done the same Joker did, but that's we never know. What would you do?
Wait for my teammates to show up and then ask. I mean, they'll probably be holding me back if they're good teammates, If not, they'll be having my backs and they'll jump in for me. Most of the time when I'm in the situation like that, I usually get up, look at that person straight in the face. As soon as my friends see me do that, they either get in front of me, keep me away from them, or they push me to the side and they try to take care of business for me. But yeah, at that moment, you feel like you just got so disrespected, man.
Right.
But yeah,
I feel you on that. I mean, that's everybody has their stance on that. Obviously you're a more peaceful guy than some of these guys, less cooler heads out there that will just, they say we had a little thing we say in the hood, it's my on site. I mean, we see we gonna on site. We're gonna mess you up on site. And that's kind of how the Joker did. The Joker, he got pushed and he got shoved, and all of a sudden didn't even think twice, didn't even break stride, just went and retaliated. And of course, obviously he's sitting home again for that. But at the end of the day, Marquise Morris got the worst of that situation because he got dropped.
Hey, now he knows next time not to mess with him.
Yeah, that's a lesson learned. You're gonna learn in your pocketbook and learn in your ego because your pride it wasn't hurt, but it's pride. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna dive on into the NFL real quick. Actually, before we go into the NFL, I want to drop down to some more fun news about the NFL and the NBA. I'm gonna call this amateur boxing hour because I don't know if you heard, obviously, that Darren Williams, ex-NBA basketball player from Dallas, is going to fight Frank Gore on the card of the Paul and Fury card. A fight. What do you expect to see out of this nonsense?
What do I expect to see? I expect to see two grown men trying to make money. That's about it. Honestly, do we expect them to have a legit fight? I don't think they'll have a legit fight. They're just there to make money at this point, They're big names. Might as well throw them in the ring together.
Now, Frank Gore, it's been reported that he has been an avid trainer in boxing for quite a while. He's always trained in boxing. And Darren Williams, we all know, has always trained in martial arts. And so obviously this is not a UFC fight. This is an actual boxing fight. And we've seen how what happened to UFC fighters when they get in these type of situations. They didn't know how to box. But I don't know if this is publicity. I haven't heard any beef that came across this guy. So like you said, I'm with you. They're in it for the money. I don't know if the fans want to see this because, we ain't really heard from these guys in a while. The craziest thing about it that Frank Gore actually has been getting offers to go back to the NFL. And he allegedly declined these offers just to continue to training in boxing, leading up to this particular fight. Frank Gore, if you watch this video, I'm letting you know that was a dumb move. I'm just playing, man. Whatever your passion is, bro, stick with it. If that's your passion, stick with it. Now you got the little young Jake Paul, going against Tyson Fury's younger brother and Tommy Fury. What do you think about that?
Honestly, I don't know what to make of it. You got boxer and Jake Paul that thinks he's a legit boxer versus a rising star and Tommy Fury, guided by Tyson Fury, how he got Wilder. So
the brothers, yeah. Obviously, I did hear a report that Tyson Fury is actually training him. Well, not necessarily training, but going through his camp. The train. Tommy Fury actually is a boxer. I think he's 7-0. He jumped out of the boxing for whatever reasons, personal reason, whatever. And now he's going to pick it up going against this Jake Paul guy. Hey, everybody been telling Jake Paul to take a real fight against a real boxer, and he's doing that right now. So at the end of the day, we're going to see exactly what happens, how it's going to go down, if he's going to really stand his toe with a real boxer. The NFL, I'm gonna let you take this one. So obviously it is now Wednesday, and Odell Beckham Jr. is officially off waivers and can be signed with any team. Who do you think is a good fit for him?
I see him going either to the New England Patriots or
Really?
Yes, dude. Yeah, New England Patriots, man.
You see him going to the Patriots. I heard reports said that he could be going. He had some teams out there that he was looking at, and he said that he do want to play with a playoff team. So I know reports said that Kansas City, which right now Kansas City is is not a playoff team, but so I don't know.
I mean, there's reports saying Seahawks, but I honestly I think they're a bad fit because he's gonna get mad sooner or later if they don't feed him the ball and they just feed DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. You already got 2 wide receivers. You don't feed him the ball, he's gonna get upset.
Right. So the report's saying that Kansas City, Green Bay, and New Orleans. That's what the source says on ESPN. Though those is top 3 teams. I know that the Patriots was definitely in the conversation at one point in time, but I don't think the Patriots is a playoff-bound team right now. So if you're gonna look for a playoff-bound team, I don't even think Kansas City is a playoff-bound team. So realistically, the only team that makes sense will be Green Bay.
Yeah, because the Saints do not have a quarterback at the moment. They rely on. So all they have is Green Bay. But do you really want to play with Aaron Rodgers after what happened with the COVID-19?
Oh, listen. Aaron is okay. Aaron is okay. But I think Odell Beckham Jr., I think, who's it, Devontae? Who they got on Adams?
Devontae Adams,
yeah. So that's what's going to be his big challenge if he go to Green Bay. Can he play alongside another alpha male on the receiving core? You look at the Seahawks, they got a lot going on over there with those 2 guys. I'm with you. Mac Jones and with the New England Patriots is a good fit for him, but we'll see how they handle his temperament. Speaking of Aaron Rodgers, hey man, he got fined. You see that?
Yeah, I saw that. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's weird. The team themselves got fined $30,000. $300,000, and then him, Aaron Rodgers, and
Allen Lazar
got fined with $14,650. That's crazy. Almost $15,000 for a COVID violation. I mean, I ain't trying to be funny, but they got it. Aaron made his stance. Obviously, he don't want to get the vaccine. He's going to do what he called immunization or whatever, the natural way or whatever, taking antibodies, whatever. But that was a clear violation of the NFL policy of being an anti-vacciner and without wearing a mask and social distance, stuff like that. So he heard his pocketbook. He got it. He ain't tripping. So once he come off this, once he tests positive, he tests negative for COVID, he'll be able to play. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. But I'm glad they did find the Packers organization because really their negligence that allowed all this to happen. You know, they should have kept them in check or whatever. I mean, there's only so much you can do with a grown man, but they should have kept them in check on that regard. Your thoughts on that nonsense?
My thoughts on that nonsense, I mean, the league is doing what it can. I mean, they already put emphasis that get vaccinated or create yourself a bubble. There's players out there that aren't vaccinated and they're still playing every week. You know, like you got Carson Wentz and Kirk Cousins. They spoke publicly about not getting their shot, and they have said they're not going to continue getting their shot. So I don't see what Aaron Rodgers' deal was with simply not coming out and saying, "I don't need that shot." You know.
So you're saying create yourself a bubble, right? Stay away from everybody. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I mean,
that's pretty much what they've been doing with like Kirk Cousins and Carson Wentz. You know, mask up.
Yeah. Stay away from everybody. Make sure you don't get to be there for your team. And I guess that's the biggest slap in the face to the Packers organizations. Not only does this guy, I mean, if he wanted to keep his business private, to me, that's fine. But you know, as a human being, as a person, what you did and did not do. And for you to take that, because it's not so much whether you're going to get COVID, you know what I'm saying? Even if you got antibodies that, you know, you can be asymptomatic, you can actually pass it along to somebody else. And it's just the negligence of not looking out for your teammates. You know what I'm saying? Even though you may feel like that, hey, I'm not going to get it. There's no way I'm going to pass this around to somebody. You maybe think this whole COVID thing is a ruse and a hoax, but you have team members that don't think so. You have coaching staffs and trainers and people that's around the organization that don't think so, that has a respectable fear for this whole thing, and you walking around so carefree. And then you turn around and you get it. Now that's great. And we don't know exactly when he got it. We just know when he got tested, he tested positive. So he could have been having it for, you know, and no telling who he's been around. So that's, I mean, yeah, Aaron, you got to do better than that, bro.
Yeah. Not only that, you go around and say, oh, I did not get that vaccine because I'm allergic to one of the ingredients. Who actually stands there and look at every single ingredient that's in that vaccine or medication and realize, okay, I'm allergic to this, so I can't take this. That makes no sense.
I mean, for people who do have strong allergies and stuff like that, they do have to be careful in what they take. But yeah, Aaron, he should have done better. But you know, he's gonna fill in his pocketbook. Hey man, as we come to the end of this podcast, man, I want to remind you people out there, man, listen, if you want to be a guest of this podcast, please DM me on Instagram or on YouTube, and then we'll definitely link up and we'll jump in that thing. If you ever want to go against a Philly fan, my boy Max right here will definitely stand toe to toe with you, and we can have a little fun little competition with that. But bring your A game. Max, let's jump into the Week 10 predictions, man. Thursday night, we got the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins.
Baltimore all the way.
I want to say Miami so bad, but I'm not stupid. Baltimore. Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys.
Ooh, Atlanta Falcons.
That's that NFC nonsense. You know what? I think the Cowboys are going to bounce back. I think that they didn't have a game plan for Denver Broncos. This is where coaches and players get arrogant and get presumptuous. Oh, Dak is going to be back starting. We're going to whoop them boys down. They had no game plan, and then obviously that's what's happened. But I think they're going to have a big game plan against the Falcons.
Not only that, they exposed Trevon Diggs for being the bad corner that he is. Everyone says he's a top 10 corner. He's not.
Well, first of all, don't get it twisted. He is a top corner, but it's just, first of all, everybody can get beat by anybody. You know what I'm saying? In a professional league, you can't nobody. I mean, there are some players in one-on-one situations, but I'm not taking up for the Cowboys. But I'm just saying, this was his first game the second game without an interception. So we'll see. The New Orleans Saints and the Tennessee Titans with Adrian Peterson and not Derrick Henry.
Tennessee Titans, man.
Actually, I'm going to go with the Saints on that one. The Colts and the Jaguars.
This is a trap game, but I'm still choosing the Colts.
I'm going with the Colts as well. The Cleveland Browns versus the New England Patriots.
I'm going with the Patriots.
I'm going with the Browns, man. I'm going with the Browns. Yeah, they got the momentum. Buffalo Bills playing a divisional game against the Jets.
That should be a nice bounce back game for the Buffalo Bills.
Absolutely. Detroit Lions against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Wow.
Steelers, man.
So no Lions still ain't gonna get their first win. All right, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Washington football team.
Buccaneers coming off a bye week.
My sentiments exactly. Carolina Panthers versus the Arizona Cardinals.
Panthers are terrible, man. Picking Arizona.
Yeah, I'm going Arizona too. But man, Cardinals, man, they got a bad team, man. That darn Colt McCoy played his butt off the other day, man. So yeah, they got a good squad.
I told everyone in preseason Cardinals are gonna win that division and go all the way. Everyone said I was crazy that they were gonna be last in that division.
I didn't say you was crazy, and I didn't pick them to be last, but I did say they weren't gonna go all the way. I thought that it was gonna come down to either Green Bay, obviously Tampa Bay, or the Cowboys. But yeah, they stepped up to the plate. Can't get no arguments there. The Minnesota Vikings versus the LA Chargers.
LA Chargers.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that one. All right, the Denver Broncos at home against the Philadelphia Eagles. Go ahead and say Denver. I know you want to say Denver so bad. Oh, he's going with the Eagles, man. I'm going with the Eagles too, man. I'm going to go with the Eagles, man. Yeah, I think the Denver Broncos beating the Cowboys gave Philly a lot to look for because it was the first they're going to win that game. Plus, the way they lost last week, they got it. They're going to bounce back. Seahawks off a bye going against the Green Bay Packers. Whoa.
Green Bay is not going to win that game because Russell Wilson's coming back.
If Aaron Rodgers play that game, they're winning. But we'll see. Now, here's a divisional game. This is going to be the game of the week right here, and I'm going to pick this the game of the week. You got Sunday Night Football, Kansas City Chiefs versus the Las Vegas Raiders.
Raiders.
I'm going with the Raiders on there. Kansas City haven't figured it out. It's going to take them to have a losing season for them to do an over because they're going to have to have an overhaul. They're going to figure something out. Monday night, we're going to round it off with the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers.
Ooh. San Francisco. I don't know why. I'm choosing San Francisco.
Well, I have the Rams winning that game. I think, I just have the Rams winning that game. San Francisco they haven't sold me out on anything just yet. Yeah, I think they're going to win that game. But yo, Max, this has been it, man. It's been real, man. Thank you for joining me in this podcast, man. We're going to keep it rolling, man. We got to try to get some more guests on here, man. Maybe get another guest with us two, and have fun with this thing, man.
I'm telling you, all these Cowboy fans are scared.
I tell you what, next week, I'm going to force the Cowboy fan to get on here with you.
Okay, cool. Make it happen.
We're going to make it happen. All right, man. I appreciate you, man. Peace out, brother.
Peace.
Yo, this your boy EC22, and thank you for tuning into the Fairweather Fan Podcast. Listen, if you like the content, please hit the like and subscribe button, man. Tell us how you're doing. Leave comments. But if you want to be a guest on this podcast, please DM me your information. We'll link up, and then we'll go from there. This your boy EC22, signing off. Peace out.